Okay, now we have CBS Sports Mobile Web 2.0. This is actually a July Systems developed site. Launched, well, conversations actually started in late 2007 and we launched in 2008. This is basically the deepest level of mobile website you're going to find in sports today. I really, really, truly believe that. It's the closest you're going to come to seeing what's available on cbssports.com online on your mobile phone. We're talking about full fantasy team functionality. You can control your team completely, trades, drops, transactions, whatever you'd like. We started to actually optimize the experience as well for these newer devices. We started to look at Blackberries with the wider screens and saying, okay, how can we lay this out? How can we make this look better? How can we take advantage of drop-downs and anchor links? We started to really pay attention to the navigation aspects and the look and the feel. We started to add rich media. Video was now starting to become available as well, so you can get a full video experience on your handset. What made this possible is the mobile landscape. We're talking about 3G networks now being available. Unlimited data plans becoming more and more commonplace. URL redirects that I mentioned are also commonplace. And finally, I was happy to say that the majority of traffic was now coming from off-deck. People were actually manually putting in cbssports.com rather than going to the carrier, relying on the carrier portal and that experience. It was a very important turning point, very important for us. So CBS Sports Mobile Web, we also created an iPhone version. We quickly realized that the iPhone was truly a game changer. We wanted to be involved. We wanted to rebuild our site. We realized that the Mobile Web 2.0 site wasn't the best experience on iPhone. You've got a touch screen. You've got a much larger screen. You had capabilities that were very specific to the iPhone that weren't featured on the Mobile Web 2.0. So we actually created an iPhone-optimized site. It had expandable boxes. It had data that could get uploaded on the fly without full-page refreshes. There was buttons instead of links, so that it's easy to click. You're actually thinking about the fact that someone is touching on the screen. And it was also available on the iPod Touch, not only the iPhone. So if you had a Wi-Fi connection, your iPod could also connect and access the site. So again, we started to move into specific devices. Then we got really serious about iPhone. And we worked with July Systems and came out with the iPhone application for CBS Sports Mobile. The exponential growth that these guys talked about earlier, we saw it happen in real life. This was a huge difference to our business. This is the major part of the hockey stick that we've all been waiting for and are excited about. It was built using the Apple iPhone SDK, had improved navigation, scrollable navigation at the top, super easy to get to all the scores and news and information you wanted. Stats were updating, refreshing. Performance, not an issue, super fast, pushing through on these 3G networks. We actually timed the launch of this around March Madness, which is a huge college basketball tournament in March. It did so well, it became the #1 free sports app. Held that for 3+ weeks. #1. Free download, completely 100% ad supported. Next was March Madness on Demand. So this college basketball tournament I'm talking about, it's a huge deal in the United States. I don't want to make a cricket analogy because I don't know cricket, but think about your biggest, largest cricket league championship final, all rolled into one big tournament. It's a big deal. So what we actually did was we took the iPhone, we created a March Madness on Demand application. We streamed all 63 games of the tournament through the iPhone application. Now, why is it significant? Most importantly, this wasn't even available on TV, on CBS. If you watch CBS, you could only watch the games within your region. And it was actually broken down into 5 regions. But if you downloaded the iPhone application, this March Madness on Demand iPhone application, you could watch every single game. We also had overlays where you could be watching the video, touch the screen, and overlay with statistics of all the players, all 10 of the players on the screen, on the court, would appear, updating in real time. No longer needing to use your computer and watch the sport on TV. You had it all in one place. We also had VOD services, highlights, as soon as the game was over, available. We had a bracket, scrollable bracket. You can actually view the bracket, see the scores updating in real time, as well as click on the bracket, and it takes you straight into the live streaming experience. Here's just a few more screenshots of this. There's the bracket on the far left, something we call edge matchup, and then video on demand on the far right. So now let's talk a little bit about mobile advertising. So we actually have our own mobile ad sales force at CBS. We have network sales, we have CBS Interactive sales, and we have CBS Mobile sales. Now this is extremely important for us. We have someone that is completely dedicated to understanding the mobile advertising landscape. Now, why are we successful in what we do? I like to think we're successful at least, is that we actually work directly with interactive sales. We work directly with network sales. We try to offer a cross-platform campaign and advertising opportunity. You can now have the same message on air, online, and on mobile. We also allowed advertisers to target different categories and different demos. We've obviously got 20-plus brands. So if you wanted to reach women 18 to 34, you could do that. If you wanted to reach men 18 to 54 on CBS Sports, you could do that all in one network, all within the CBS network. Lastly, we provided first-to-market opportunities. We really believe that innovation is extremely important in mobile. And advertisers have shown us time and time again they are interested in those that innovate. If you want to be a leader in the space, the dollars are there. The opportunity, advertisers, sponsors, they will be interested. They want to associate their brand with the first product in the market that succeeds in that space. So innovation, very important. So let's talk a little bit about advertising integrations. Rajesh talked a little bit about these. Sponsorships, that is a huge part of what we do. You'll see the Audi logos. We try to create these various areas that allow you the advertiser to be integrated directly into our site. Here's a full page ad once you've clicked one of these various sections. We have banners, we have text, we have video, pre-roll. They're all MI&A compliant, and they all seem to make the advertisers very happy. So we talked a little about microsites. This is the destination for the advertiser. Maybe not all your advertisers will have their own mobile website. So we'll actually build it for them, and we'll customize it. We'll brand it exactly the way they want it. It could have quizzes, polling. It can have email capture, phone number capture, outbound dial. It's very feature-rich, easy to build. Helps the advertiser tremendously when they're advertising on your site. Finally, we have a rich media ad unit. So this is actually an example of a Jaguar ad. If you look in the top left there, it's just a little banner ad, but if you actually select it, it'll flip and expand and overlay over the site itself. Makes it very attractive for advertisers. You click that, it can take you to a video experience on the iPhone. It can take you to a video experience on the mobile web. Now, this is probably an interesting slide to a lot of you. How do we monetize? Obviously, we talked about the first three. Cross-platform sales, I'll say it again, very important. Sponsorship opportunities. Give them an opportunity to integrate their brand into your products. Innovations. You want to be innovative leaders in your space. You want to be there with mobile web applications on all the latest handsets. And finally, we have third-party ad networks. They're actually an important part of the ecosystem. Whenever CBS can't sell the advertising, we rely on third-party ad networks to sell their own advertising integrated into our site as well. So you're getting very high percentage fill rates. You're not leaving a lot of money on the table. So my final message is consumers will want to reach you regardless of the medium they use and will assume you have a mobile site. And they will want it to be best of class. Thank you.